Alright, are we live? Are we live, my friends? How we looking? How we looking, my lovely people? What are we looking at, my friends? Oh, we are here. Welcome, and everybody, we are back with the Death School solo run. This is episode number 79. This is also going to be the grand finale. We are finishing off this run once and for all, and Sabrina will officially retire from active adventuring until there is new stuff. We may bring her back or bring any of my other wizards back for, like, my maid for, like, a dungeon party or something, but otherwise, she will be retired from active adventuring until there's, like, a new world or some other extension of a current world that already exists. So, because of where we are in the run and the fact that I have off of work today, that's how I can be confident that this will be the final episode of the Death School solo run. Excuse me. There's one more spot. Okay. One more spot to check. Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's make sure we're alright. We're good to go. Let's do one last check. Okay. Alright, so, because of where we are, we'll go ahead and do a progress check. And sorry for the delay in starting the stream today, because I heard from my coach. From my Titanfall 2 speedrunning coach. We are, with my laptop. Yeah, I heard from my coach for Titanfall 2 because I had recently scored my sub 90, so I was hoping to have him there for a Discord watch party. And I got word from him today, all is well, and now we're working on scheduling the watch party. We're going to be having a Discord exclusive first look. So as far as where we are on quest number 71 out of 83. This is called Freddy's Dread. I'm booting up my laptop right away because I am 100% sure I'm going to need backup, but I will go ahead and still try it alone first. Just to show you guys the craziness, because this is a very difficult boss. It's a very tricky boss. So I'm just getting set up. Alright, so we will go ahead and hop on in. But yep, this is the grand finale of the run.
You're here, and just in time. At last, my true dream is complete.
Freddy, what have you made?
I recreated one of the lost creatures, dried up and depleted with the dreaming. The one-time scourge of Walaru's depths. The juggernaut crab. Soon it will live, imbued with the hatreds of Walaru that I have fostered. The malice of generations. A living battering ram of toxic soul stuff. With it, I will tear down the Great Barrier and flood all the spiral in the dreaming. Then, truly at long last, we will be
we are in
unified
big
in
trouble.
mind and possibility. We will be the first world reborn.
Yeah, no, we're... Basically, this is all the cheats that we've had to deal with in the prior Freddy Croakers, but now we've got another friend. Yeah, I literally just did this, so I am pulling up with his cheats. Yeah, there's some card stuffing in this one, so... Yeah, basically, I'm gonna have to tailor my deck a little bit because of the cheats related to all enemies' spells, so I'm basically gonna be single target only. Yeah, my highest single target heal is definitely Scion of Death. I'll take Dr. Von as a backup. Just in case I need to attack a little bit sooner. Yeah, and I'll take Grim Reader for Shadow. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, and then maybe I'll head out and grab some basic, like, healing spells because of the Nightmare Prone. Actually, I can use my brother for that. Well, he's got a 67% resistance to death, but only a 37 to storm. So that's gonna be tough. Yeah, so I'll have Sabrina be the backup. Yeah, it's every yeah, it's the healing spell. Yeah, so I'm just kind of doing some planning right now. Let's put his adventuring gear on. How often is he doing it? The Nightmare Prone. How often does it happen? Every 4th round. At the beginning of the 1st round, at the end of every 4th round. Okay, so I don't have much. Which is much. Hey, Admiral! Welcome in. Yeah, I'm kind of doing some planning here because I definitely need backup for this fight. This is not going to be a fight that I can solo. And I will post why. I will be posting 2 links in succession in the stream chat, so if you are interested in looking at what exactly we are up against right now, I will gladly enlighten you. Planning, plotting, dubiousness. Yeah, planning and plotting for sure, because this is gonna be a fight. Because of the cheats, I basically cannot use AoE spells, and not like it's really gonna be... Not like it's that important anyway, because it's just them two. But they have big cheats against all enemy spells, so that's really the reason. I think we're ready. Yeah, I've got a couple copies of... I want to make sure I have one in my hand right away, so I'll put 3 in the deck. Alright, so... let's dive in. Yeah, normally I would try these fights solo first, but because of the cheats that this guy has, that's not gonna work. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use the first round to get prepared. Oh yeah, and also the dispels on the first round as well. That's another thing. Every school gets it, and it's specific to what school your wizard is. So this is actually, I should have remembered that and not done my stun block, but I'm probably gonna need it anyway. Do I even need my stun block? Do they even have the ability to stun me? They do not. Neither of them does, according to their spell list. Neither of them do. So I guess I really didn't need it, but... Oh, it swapped it out. Oh, damage? Ouch. Oh yeah, because the vampire has a variant. Yeah, and I gotta cast a shield on, or a heal on myself. Yeah, and everybody gets that debuff. Or Sandy's gonna do that for me. And your pets can also get rid of that cheat.
This better not be love conquering all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Pog. Yeah, it's Pog that your pets can actually... And sometimes your pets can actually trigger those cheats, so it's, yeah, so it's difficult. Sometimes.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed.
Good little pet. Yeah. Yep, Queen Sandy is her name. Aw, man. Wow. Wow, he's resistant to both of us. No. I gotta get rid of him first, though. Oh, like, wow. Alright. Yeah, that's my death spell. Yeah, this fight is hard. It took me and my brother a good bit to figure this one out, so this may even take me a hot minute to figure out. Yeah, this may even take me a minute. Well, actually, maybe I should take out the arcane toad first. You know, actually, we're getting it either way, so I may as well try to knock one of them out. Yeah, I don't know if it even matters which one I try to kill. Yeah, maybe next turn I'll try to smack him.
Let it feed my beast.
Aw, you gotta be kidding. I'm gonna lose all my power. Jeez. I'm in for an early lunch because the lawns are so overgrown from the rain. Waiting for them to dry, then it'll probably take a while to mow. Yeah, I don't blame you.
This better not be allowed.
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot. Yeah, and hope this is enough. Probably won't be, considering... Yeah, this isn't gonna kill him because I have a negative 60 for Pete's sake. Yeah, these are the Lemuria spells. Did even less than mine did.
This better not be allowed. Let the mass grow. Let it feed my beast.
Yeah, and I have to counter that malice cheat because... Otherwise, he does a skeletal dragon for 40% of max player health, so I can't really have that, so... I'm trying to avoid flee and return. If at all possible. Because there are cheats on these guys against that, so I'm trying to get it on the first shot. Yeah, Dark and Stormy also provides a heal, which is good. So I can get my brother geared back up again for a second hit.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed.
Yeah, the Malice Grow cheat only applies if there are 3 growths on him. So if you can get him knocked out, and that includes the healing spell cheats. Oh, and he's got the variant that's gonna give me a negative 60, isn't he? Yeah. Rip one of my blades off and give me a negative 60. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna need my spear to cut through that. That's actually the last prep card that I have is my spear, so that's kind of hilarious, but... yeah, I gotta do this quick. Yeah, the Grim Reader definitely has utility, but I just haven't used it since I got it because it's not a Death Drain spell. Yeah, in that specific spot, it definitely does have utility. It'll weaken the enemy if you can't kill them, and this is one of those kind of situations. Hey, Nova. Hey, Firehawk! Yeah, this is the finale of the series. This is as far as we're gonna get. Yeah, I have off work today, so I'm in a good spot. Yeah, I want to make sure this guy dies, so I'm gonna... So everyone else start panicking? What do you mean you start panicking? About what? Yeah, I'm hoping to get this guy knocked out so we don't have to deal with the living nightmare cards. That's gonna be huge. Yeah, it definitely was the right call to target him down first. Alright, so he's out. That's good. So yeah, that's gonna force my brother to pass because the target is dead. Wait, what? Usually it forces you to pass if your target is dead.
This better not be loud.
Oh, because it's a secondary. Oh, that's actually funny. I didn't realize that the second effect would actually trigger. That is crazy. I didn't know that. That is pog. I will have both of these guys reshuffle, because then they'll both have their decks reset. But cheating and beating you up. Yeah, I will definitely need this spear because of how much resistance there's gonna be to cut through. And that actually eliminates the storm spells. Having the Arcane Toad out of the question actually removes the... Yeah. Are you happy to hear our friend is okay? Yeah. I'm very happy to hear that he's alright, so... And that's all I care about, is that he's alright. If he... You know... It's the whole concept of genuine concern without being intrusive, because obviously I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be the person that, you know, what's going on in your life. No, I don't need to know that. It's none of my business. Only if people voluntarily relinquish that information to me. Otherwise, no, you don't have to tell me. There's no obligation whatsoever. None at all. So yeah, I'm chatting with my coach on when we can get together. I will say, Admiral, he did sass me a little. I can enlighten you on that. He did sass me. And that's not the details on, like, anything. It's just part of the conversation. Intrusive, no, but I'm gonna send hugs. Exactly. Exactly. That's the point. Send the hugs. Alright, let's get my brother. He did sass me a little bit. If you're interested in that conversation. Sass him? No. The sass has returned. I am more than happy to share that conversation with you. Oh, 2? Oh my god, wow. And that's any negative. Damn, okay, well. Now you can combine those gambits for some crazier shit. Yes, please. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I got sassed a little bit.
Let the malice grow.
So yeah, I will say he reacted easy peasy, long time in the making, big congrats. So as far as the, the celebration itself, the initial response. He was really proud of me, it sounded like. Said it was only a matter of time. And then I said to him I was waiting to do a Discord watch party until he could be there because he's my coach. And then he's teasing for pointers, tell me be sassy. Bro. And then he's like, I was eating at you so hard you just decided to start pounding out runs off the books. So I said I was waiting for you because I wanted you to be there. There's an off-script run. See it together. Yeah, he did shake me from the ground up, getting me off the ground figuratively and literally. But he said I'm wholly responsible for the strides that I made. So that was fun. That was a fun little conversation to have, so... Yeah, it was good. Yeah, that was fun. So that was a fun little conversation. And I said, but without you to get me off the ground, I'd probably still be a ground runner. Because I would be. So yeah, I'm starting to chat with him about when we're going to do the watch party, so I will let you know when I hear from him, and I'll create a new Discord event. Very wholesome sass, yeah. Yep. Yep, very wholesome sass indeed.
Let the malice grow. Let it...
Yeah, it was really nice getting to talk to him again. After almost a week, it was just like, it's gone dark. So I was like, are you alright, dude? Like, yeah, so we're starting to chat. Figure out a time. Yeah, keep him weakened from that giant beast. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my brother's account on in case I need it. Sounds good. We schedule for whenever he decides to get next time. Yeah, I was gonna say, the first thing he did say is, that Sunday is a decent day for him, so I'm just confirming a time slot so then I can make a Discord event. So it sounds like we are going to have to move the gun cleaning stream. Yeah, so I said Pog any specific time. So yeah, it does sound like the gun cleaning stream is gonna move. So we'll have to keep talking. About that one.
This better not be love conquering all.
Yeah. But yeah, nobody has seen the run yet. Except me. Okay, time for more plotting, more dubiousness. Oh boy. Oh, Admiral, I did change the color of the chair cult leader role. I was talking to V, and she suggested making it a similar color to my chair. And my chair is kind of an off-whitish color, so that's why the knit color of the role has changed. So that was actually per V's suggestion. So if you're wondering why the color has changed, that would be why. Wow, that barely did anything. I like. Yeah, so that's the reason.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my
Yeah, it was kind of hard to find a color that looked similar enough to my chair, so I kind of just went with some, like, off-white, slightly grayish. I can always change it later if I happen to find a color that's closer, but yeah. I actually do not have any more copies of Reshuffle, so I'm gonna have to wait before I can do much. But I will go ahead and start prepping with my little brother. Yeah, this guy may involve a flee and return because of... Yeah, he can also do the nightmare prone markers, but I can easily mitigate that with my brother's little sprites. The new chair would mean new color. Probably, yeah. More than likely, it would.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed.
Yeah, if I got a new chair, that would mean the color of the roll would change. But yeah, I was like, you know what? Now that we have actually identified the leader, or just the person responsible for the chair cult, you know, I figured we might as well. Ooh, exciting. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Here. Admiral! V had also suggested making it brown, but I'm like, you know what, that's boring. We gotta make it unique. Because Admiral started the chair cult. Speaking of Admiral, am I gonna see your chair when we do the gun cleaning stream? Am I gonna see your chair, sir? Am I gonna get to see your chair? Have to ask. That might be part of the dubiousness. So you really took after Ryer on that one, didn't you?
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my will.
Because we need to see a picture of the cult leader's chair. if you take a picture of it and post it and like other cool stuff, I can pin it, and then it can be like the chair of the chair cult leader. Briar's a man of many good ideas. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, fuck. I should have realized what was going on. I was not paying attention to this. I was not paying attention to that.
This better not be love.
Although, which chair? I have 3 I use regularly. What's your favorite chair? Give us your favorite chair. How about that? One is a recliner, though. Hello? Hello? Game? Are you going to load? Hello?
Better not be love conquering all.
Jeez. I almost lost that combat because...
One, two, I'm coming for you. Let the malice grow. Let it feed my beast.
My brother's alive with less than 1,000 HP. Oh, the recliner definitely so comfy it's used for games. Nice. You know what would be even more badass, Admiral, speaking of that, is you could be sitting in the chair, in your recliner, with your shamagan, holding peace pipe like a badass, and have somebody take a picture of you. Be the ultimate chair cult lead lord. That would be the picture I would pin in the Discord. If you're willing to do that. No pressure though, like it's totally your choice. I just had that idea literally at that second. Then we know who the chair cult lord is. That one, LMO! Dude, absolutely cleaning stream. I thought that would be the best.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my beast.
I'm gonna get my brother some more copies of Reshuffle. Trying to hold off as long as possible here. There we go. Too big to move to my desk, otherwise that would be the ultimate chair stream. It would be! It would be the ultimate chair. It would be indeed.
Let it feed my beast.
Yeah, I gotta get in there, otherwise... Yeah, because... And I'm gonna lose 40% of my health. This one hit. Yeah.
I'm coming for you. This better not be else.
Yeah, get rid of that right away, so...
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my...
Yeah, this battle is taking a while, but yeah, this fight is difficult. Me and my brother had this optimized when we were spamming it for the badge, but otherwise this fight's tough.
Oh
shit, what's that one? Oh! Oh, you've gotta be kidding! The Legion shield is nice, but... Right down, recliner pick special for Nova and Discord. Admiral. Oh great, now he's gonna give me steal 2 of my positives. You're stealing my spear? Oh, that's bullshit. I need that.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my beast.
Yeah, let's try for a big hit. Big back-to-back hits. Oh, no, he's gonna give me a 60. Wow, he really coordinates the Banshee into Vampire with those 2 variants. Now I'm gonna have a negative 60. Literally just in time. Yeah, 2 negative 60s. That's bullshit. Still, he's delaying the inevitable by doing that. Yeah, literally right as I wanted to attack. Yeah, I got all these negatives that I can't deal with. This is gonna do, like, nothing. Yeah, practically did next to nothing. Yeah, 5,000 is next to nothing at this stage of the game. And he's still not dead.
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my beast.
This is one tough toad. Yeah. We have had fights in the past, Admiral, that have taken a considerable amount of time. And multiple attempts, even with backup, so this is not unusual for this stage of the game. Yeah, I'm actually gonna hold off, because if I can get under... I mean, it's not really gonna matter, I guess, because of the negative 60 that I have on my ass, but it's... Just gonna see if I could at least blunt some of the damage loss. By being under 3,200 and being able to... Yeah, this may not even do much, but...
Let the malice grow. Let it feed my
But that's level 2. Yeah, more negatives. Well, now I'm under the threshold, but... He's just gonna add more. Yeah, giving him right back. And it's school specific, so that makes it really hard. I'm really hoping this next hit with Dark and Stormy will be enough. Once I get Shadow. Okay, he has it. And this is gonna have a healing secondary, so it'll help get rid of the Malice quest. Finally! Jesus! How long has it been?
How
Spent almost an hour. My god. Almost an hour on one fight. That is ridiculous. Hey. Yo, Haz, what is up? I did get your Steam invite. I got it in my email inbox. I have not accepted it yet, but I did see it. That you added me to your family sharing, so then I can play some of your stuff.
Your plan was to use a giant dream crab to flood the skies.
Is under attack.
Well, when you say it like that...
That's actually how the cheats play out.
No other way to say it. Let it go, Freddy, the first world. It's gone, and we can't and shouldn't bring it back.
That's true.
You sound like the old one.
I still think he was right about this. Come on, let this dream die.
I mean, some are better lefted.
All we are is a collection of dreams.
Cheer. Oh my goodness.
If they die, well, we get washed away with them.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
Come, friends. Our destination
Is just ahead.
And there he is, friends, the dreamer. The starry tree from whose cosmic leaves drips the dew of the dreaming.
My word! Is that not just the world tree of Wizard City?
In a manner of speaking. Come, I will explain. Bartleby is the creator of the spiral, connected to all that is. He can see everything and anything within that domain. All that is, was, and will be. But Bartleby has another side, a side of which I think even he is unaware. The hub of possibility, the domain of what could be or could have been. We stand at the exact antipode of the Ravenwood, its direct opposite in the spiral. A land down under, you might say. Here, the world tree dreams, and from his unconscious imaginings come new realities. But this dreamer is as unaware of the material world as Bartleby is of him. Thus, we made Sybil to bridge the gap and advance the Arcanum's studies. Now, wizard, plant that sprig we took from her in the dirt you brought from Novus. Connect Dasein to this place, to this inspiration.
Oh, my thing is messed up. Hold on. Oh. My quest helper is, bugged.
Wizard, you are real. And so is he.
What? Where are we now? The tree, I know you. And Judge Veg? What are you all doing here?
Well,
We're here
cinematic.
for you, mate. To help you figure out where you belong in all this.
I don't belong anywhere. I was nothing. I am Novus.
And what is Novus?
It was supposed to be something wonderful. A gift to the spiral. I went everywhere, saw everyone, became part of everything. I offered riches and resources, adventures and discoveries. I wanted to create heavens. Instead, I fueled only hungers. As I gave, they took. As I offered, they demanded. As I sought, they twisted. They mangled me into an engine of war, into the plunder of empires. So I withdrew. I refused. I rejected.
So what is Novus?
Now only a collection of rocks in the shape of the worlds they occupy.
What is Novus?
To the spiral, a guest when it was a bounty of gifts. Now that those gifts are withdrawn, an invader, a power that can wipe them out with a thought. I am in all their skies, a living intruder in every world, a monster they can't vanquish.
So Novus is a threat?
It could be. I could be. I could melt their minds, swarm their worlds, give them something to fear. But I don't want to be, or have to be. Not now that I control all my shards. I can recall them. I can bring them to Conatus, assemble myself in my own space, become truly the world of Novus.
That is what Novus is. What should Novus become?
I don't know.
Ooh.
My friend, if all you want to know is who you are and what will be your forever place in the worlds, the answer is simply that there isn't one.
Life is stupid, messy, and complicated. Nobody knows where they belong or what to do.
Exactly. But from that mess comes discovery. As you learn and experience, life develops new meanings and your answers to the big questions change.
We are what we learn to be. But you have learned many things, no? Just because you began one way doesn't mean you must remain as such.
What was it you really rejected? What is your real problem? Everything you ever saw?
Or just a hungry powerful who would burn your world to feed on the ashes?
What are you?
I am still learning. I have seen much in this spiral. Heroes and villains, and artists and families and pets and struggles and joys and sorrows. I find less fulfillment granting wealth than in making a single flower bloom. I like building, creating, helping. I like people, but not some people. I would learn more about their stupid, messy, complicated lives, and maybe together we can all discern our own designs. I was Dasein. I was Novus. I will no longer be shaped by the wills of others. I don't know what I will become. No one does.
That's true.
But for now, I am me.
That's all we really are, isn't it?
It would seem our walkabout has ended.
Alright.
Was it all you had hoped, wizard? You did not face your demons, nor realize your truth, as we all did. Indeed, well said, my friend. Your truth is to help others, as you demonstrated countless times in our journey. Your walk was for your friend, after all. I think you should now return to Novus and check on him. The rest of us have much to do here.
Quite. We've a mess of political wranglings to contend with, a truce to pitch to the Prime Minister, and ample questions still to answer.
Who is Wallaroo? What is the dreaming for? How do we not make the same mistakes as the olds?
We can't change what was done, but we can find a balance and live here together, respectfully and sustainably.
Think out come with. You said one night that Copycat and Quake Charmer are there. Probably worth checking in on them.
Alright, real quick, I am gonna log out and log back into the game, because that often fixes the quest helper being silly, and it did. And I'm also gonna reset my deck here slightly with the cards that I usually carry. Alright. And also real quick, I am going to... Yep, that's my brother's wizard over there, just spinning in case I need him later. Yeah, because we're going to be doing we're going to be doing mostly mobs and elites after this point, but we do have the final boss of Wallaroo coming up pretty shortly. So pardon me a moment while I do this real quick. Because we're going to be marathoning this next part, so I want to be ready. Okay. Alright. Yeah, because I'm checking the questline guide and we are in the final handful of quests at this point. We got a little bit of combat left. We have one more cheater. If I remember right, he's actually a unique cheater. You guys will see.
Something's wrong here. It's a layer of panic I wasn't expecting. And what is that?
We call it the Doom Moon. My idea. My name. Shh. Gasp and all later. Right now, you might want to help us evacuate. Yeah, evacuate. I mean, we can't just blow up Conatus with all these people on it. Think, Wizard. With that Armada Sky Station we refurbished, what else would we blow up Conatus with? Little bro, can you? I can't talk down to this level.
No longer will we tolerate this design invading our worlds without a payment. We will end it. But first, Wizard.
Just thinking about it, but most likely I'll try to get a job soon. Hey, that's Pog.
Don't be such a prat. We must focus on the evacuation.
That's right, bro. Learn some mellow, or I'll have to ship you back home with Princess Pesca.
I hate you with all of my heart.
Wizard. I have an idea.
Yeah, Badge, what do you get?
Seems like the local governors are stretching their authority. Wonder what the kings and queens would think. The Cabal's got contacts in the court of every world. I might be able to reach out, get them to apply some political pressure. But I'll need some help. Not all those contacts are friends of mine, but they are friends of friends, you know? Quake Charmer and Copycat are in the Bastille, yeah? Help me break them out. We'll shut these drongos down.
Yeah, we're kind of running all over the place now.
Your Cabal friends were actually moved to a safe house on the residential island.
Darzine, as Quake Charmer. Weird.
Too many attempts to break them out, so now they're hidden, just over there.
Vicious legs are so funny. Yeah.
Wizard!
Wizard?
Wizard!
Everybody's just going, Wizard! Hold on one second. Actually, like, here. There we go. Just moving my laptop until I need to bring it up again. Alright, well now I've got some stun shielding. It's a shield. Oh yeah, considering universal resist, yeah. I gotta... Yeah, and it's funny, even though the final boss of Wallaroo is a quadruple cheat, you might think we're in for a rough time. But it's actually kind of silly. I'm gonna be tooling my deck in an interesting way for that fight. You guys will see when we get there. It's actually probably one of the most unique final boss that is currently available in the run, as far as if you look at each of the final bosses of the worlds. It's actually kind of fun. I think you guys are gonna get a kick out of it. Here at Sandy 170. Yo! Sammy, what is up? I know we haven't been able to talk too much lately. Things have been very busy for me over here. Yeah, I hit 170 in Novus, actually. I wrote down when exactly I hit it. I can actually go and look right now because I have it written as a note. Yeah, I hit it on the quest named the Equine Climb, which is quest number 39 of 89 in Novus. Yeah, I do have the exact spot documented. Because I was like, oh, Pog! You know. Pog to have the official spot for me. Yeah. Yep, this is the grand finale. We are going to be finishing off Wallaroo today. And I have off of work, so I have 0 time constraints whatsoever. Did you sell Annapolis yet? I mean, just the bare bones part of, like, the Archmastery tutorial. I am honestly annoyed that it's a requirement to go to Celestia now. Like, for any wizards that are now coming up through that point of the game. Because with the Archmastery tutorial, like, if you haven't figured out, and this is just my personal opinion, Sammy, so that's just take it for what it is, it's just my opinion. If you have not figured out what role your school plays in the game and in a team setting, by the time you get to the end of Dragonspire, the 5th world in the run, like, I'm not sure if I have anything to say to you, because every school is unique. They start pretty much the same, but as you go through, like, Croc, Marleybone especially, the schools start to diverge into their unique roles that they play in a team setting, and players figure out what their role is based on what school they are, and what their strengths are, and what they can contribute. And the fact that the game has a tutorial on all of that so late just is puzzling to me. It's just puzzling. Yeah, it's a lot of shielding to eat through. But otherwise, no, I have not really done anything with Selenopolis. I can see some people still figuring it out because you can pretty much go solo all the way up until the end of Celestia. I will agree, though, that I think it needs to be one sooner. it does need to come a lot sooner. Like, that tutorial is absolutely fantastic, don't get me wrong. It will help newer players figure out what their role is, but it should come way earlier. Like, maybe during Croc, because Selenopolis is an offshoot of Crocotopia. So the timing could definitely be better.
Why have you come to free us?
I didn't know you could skip it without finishing it. You can skip it? You can skip it and go right to Celestia? How do you do that? Sammy, help me out, because if I do a storm run, or any other runs for that matter, I would like to skip that tutorial and go to Celestia right away. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste time on it. Especially on stream. If they say you didn't. Oh, I thought you were referring to the Archmastery tutorial, like being able to skip that. I guess I was confused on where we were in the conversation. Sorry.
Need your help.
Judge? Well, I thought you ran off into the desert.
Came back. But right now, we need to go infiltrate and change some minds.
Ah, that is our specialty.
Come on, it's time for the Cabal.
But no, as far as doing anything in Selenopolis, no, that's the only thing I actually have done in it.
They were not happy when I told them which world we were saving, but I think I got through to them. Or they just convinced themselves that blowing up Novus would somehow just anger Darzine and send him into a frenzy. Either way, they'll help.
I'm certainly happy to hear it. That thing up there, I can't fight it. Not without flinging one of my shards at it with everyone on it.
Still weird. My plan will take time, so slow them down however you can. Wizard, you need to shut down that Doom Moon, but even you can't do it alone.
We do have some old friends, Wizard. Might we request the aid of the Heroes of Lemuria? Are they still on Telos?
Alright, we are headed back to Lemuria, though. We're kind of going all over the place. But yeah, sorry, Sammy, I was confused where we were in the conversation. But yeah, as an absolute answer, no. Now that I reread the question and reread the conversation. I think part of the problem is that almost everyone is using Archmastery the minute they hit 15 to get the Archmastery jewels. Right. Exactly. Like, that's what I did with Sabrina, and that's what I will be doing on any future runs of this game that I might do. Is I'm gonna have the gear sets ready to go before the run even starts, much like I did with Sabrina. Have them in inventory and ready to go. Definitely be using their 2 pip and class pip. Exactly. And that's how I was able to use Ship of Fools as early as I did, is because I had the school pip starting at level 15.
Holy thunder snakes, Wizard! Long time no see. What are you doing here?
I need you.
Darzine's alive and in danger. And a world now? How about that? Well, you can definitely count on us.
Like, it's good to know that's an option if you didn't already know, but how would anyone not already know? Yeah, especially at this point. Like, it's pretty widespread.
Leading some of the others on a mission in the Wildlands. You go find him. I'll gather up the rest. Meet back here.
Yeah. Yeah, literally Archmastery can begin that early, but before you even leave Wizard City, I think. Like, if you max out all the questing in Wizard City, I think you can actually hit almost level 20. Like, if you do all the side questing, Colossus Boulevard, if you do everything possible, I think you will almost hit level 20 before you can go to Croc. If you do that as an absolute. So, henchmen. More likely to be going into Crocs, it'd be a good place to include it. Right, exactly. As far as, like, the Archmastery tutorial. But yeah, I think for Sabrina, I really started to struggle with, solo once I got to, yeah, because I didn't start to struggle until I reached, I think it was Polaris or Mirage, because then that's where, like, the outgoing Pierce starts, the outgoing damage starts, in Mirage and Polaris and Mirage respectively. So that's where I started to run into more problems, and the cheats get more intense in those worlds as well, so...
That's enough, Dr. T-Rex! You won't be dumping your canoceride solution into the water supply today!
That's right, Tiberius. It's over. So come along quietly and we'll see if we can't turn you wizard.
Egad, the wizard! Care to lend us a hand? For old time's sake.
Also, fun little side note. Did you know you can use Spellmans to get extra training points? No! I did not. Interesting, though. Dying Light 1 with the DLC is on sale for $9. Yeah, I was gonna say, with having finally achieved my sub 90 on the Titanfall 2 campaign speedrun, and we'll be finishing off Sabrina's run today with Wizard101. I'm gonna have a lot more open space for the stream routine. There's gonna be a lot more openings for me to be able to do other games, because we finished off 2 big things. Because for a while I was on a blitz with Titanfall 2 trying to get sub 90 because I was that close. I was within a minute. So I was like, I'm just gonna go on a blitz and try to get it. It's sort of complicated, but how it works is if you upgrade your spells and then reset your points, you keep the spells you upgraded at the cost of the training point you used to get it in the first place. Huh. Okay. Interesting. If you'll try it before you get it. Yeah, I was gonna say I did get your invite. I just haven't taken it yet. Yeah, because I got an email notification from Steam that you added me, or that you invited me rather. But still, you know what I mean. Like, if you wanted just Minotaur from Myth, you could train all the way up to Minotaur, upgrade it, then reset your points, and you keep the upgraded. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? That's definitely interesting, Sammy. Dying Light is 35 gigs? Oh, that doesn't take much. You can also use that to skip certain spells, like to get Feint, you need to have Pirate. You can upgrade Pirate and then train for Feint for 2 points versus 9. Yeah, I will definitely...
Ah, we bested the wily dog by Grom. Lemuria is saved once again.
Indeed it is. Now, tell me, the wizard, what brings you back?
Gah! The shadowy squid man that saved us is in danger. We must rescue him.
Indeed.
Back to the Hall of Heroes. Also, if you do try Bulletstorm, it's only 10 gigs. Oh, do you have Bulletstorm? As well as, I'm assuming, because you're telling me about it? I've vaguely heard of Bulletstorm by name, but I don't know anything about it. If you like co-op zombie games, you'll probably like it. You do. Okay. So, is that going to require coordination a little bit? Because, technically, if you're playing something from somebody else's library, at least to my knowledge, if you're playing something from somebody else's library and they come online, you basically get kicked out of their game. So would we have to coordinate that so that you're playing offline on Steam, or just because if I'm streaming it and you come online for something, I don't want to get kicked out midway into something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that invite that you gave me for your library, and then
And that's the long
in
and short.
DMs we can
Design's
coordinate
a world
that.
now, and the rest of the spiral is going nutso about it.
Fie! We cannot allow this injustice to stand.
Looks like they played Dying Light 1. Oh, really? What about the rest? Whenever you're playing it. I thought it was like just the library in general, like anything in the library. I guess that's how it, maybe that's how it used to be and they changed something, but...
Indeed not. The Shadow knows what we must do.
Go to this Conatus and save it with our wits and our fists. Especially our fists.
Exactly.
No, just as long as we're not playing the same game. Okay, because historically, because me and my brother have shared libraries, we've had to go completely offline. Because if it was any game, like even if you're not playing the same game, like it would kick us out of each other's libraries if we were trying to play games from each other's stuff.
Then let's
so I guess
have
maybe
at
they
it.
changed
to
that.
To the world door! To Novus! To adventure!
So maybe they changed something so that it's only the same game. Because that's not how it used to be. Which, that's cool if that's the case. Which makes more sense, to be honest. Yeah, it would make more sense for it to only be the same game. But nonetheless, though, if I do plan to play anything from your library, I'll let you know when I'm planning to do it, so then you're not online at the same time as me, so I can avoid getting kicked out. Nonetheless, like, regardless of what game it is, just so you know and you don't hop on it while I'm gonna be live. And same goes for anybody else that wants to share their Steam library with me. I would do the same
This
thing.
evacuation is like herding cats.
The wizard is back.
Ugh, I will deal with this. Shoo, shoo, go away!
But yeah, that's cool that more people can share each other's libraries with your Steam friends. That they changed that.
Opposite of what I told you to do. Wizard, the spiral is for spiral only. Forget design. How do you even think to fight our terrible weapon? It is way up there, and you are alone.
Nope.
Stop right there, fiends!
Who the blazes?
Name's Tracy. Dog Tracy. So you're the standard model, huh? Not impressed. Look like a yipping papillon to me.
He may be, but his toy is out of your reach, mongrel. So, who is yipping now?
That's not so far up there. Plenty of raw materials around. What do you think, Buck?
A little extra mana, that thruster I've been carrying around. Yeah, give us 2 shakes, guys. We'll sort this out.
Look at that. They made a rocket.
What just happened?
I think it really is. Oh, Extend is on sale on Steam for a limited time. It's like if Wizard101 was a 2D fighting game. It's dirt cheap. I think you'd really like playing it because of how you can mix and match different angels and arcanes to get over 500 possible combos. Since you're an AI overview. Yeah, oh, actually, I'm gonna quick read that. Actually, because you sent that to me. Yeah. That's cool, though. So yeah, if we are gonna play the same game, one of us has to be offline. That's kind of what I thought. But yeah, like I said, nonetheless, no matter what game I'm playing out of your library, I'll still tell you when I'm gonna be playing it, so...
And done! Easiest rocket I ever built. Almost like this world wanted us to make it.
Excellent. You two stay here and guard the world door so those uppity lords down there don't send reinforcements.
Righto!
The wizard, let's take that rocket to adventure!
Hey. It only looks like one person
What
has
a
to be
contraption!
offline, based on what I was
All right.
reading there.
Seems to me our goal here should be to seize control of this machine and steer it away from Novus. Thoughts?
That room smells of dog. They are the machine mongers, yes?
Safe to say that's engineering then.
Indeed. That should be our first target.
On it! Wizard, big guy, you come with!
Kind of been on a gaming burnout anyway. Be watching YouTuber anime. Yeah, I keep playing new stuff, so I keep it mixed up. Alright, well we are in the final stretch. We do have a cheater at the end of this one, so...
Halt right! Oh, holy cats! Is that Amanda?
Ah!
I had no idea they came that big. Well, matters not. Tally ho and so forth! You will not pass!
You should also check out Firewatch. I have that one, and the arty style is really good for
Wrong,
it.
dogs! Those are dogs, yeah?
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Ha! Dogs! It is the destiny of I, Manda the Barbarian,
It's only
to crush
4?
you
Wow,
in the name of
that's
ground.
tiny. Something that kind of sucks is all these games have their own season pass that you now have to work towards. Even Sims 4 has it. Which is a bit ridiculous. Huh. And it's only about 4 hours long. Huh. Well, I do like my indie games, so I will definitely have to scope that out. The fartfish.
Think you enjoyed that a little too much there, big guy.
It has been too long since I was challenged. I can't wait to explore the whole spiral and fight everything it has to offer.
Good for you, pal. From my manna, this was tougher than it should have been. Never seen magic like this.
Yeah, I get
Blending
you
schools, you say? That's nuttier than a peanut butter pecan pie with a side of almonds. But let's keep going.
Off with the heads!
If you do play the Devil May Cry games, you should use a controller. Well, I do have an Xbox controller that I use for Mass Effect. So I have one for that, so that'd be good. I was having a discussion with Tristan the other day about this the other day. The games would probably play way different if we played for fun and not to get prizes like a painting or costumes. Oh, yeah. One of the Scroll of Fortune paintings in Wizard101. And it's taken me over 3 years to find one. Jeez! That's crazy. That's nutty. Should try Dawn of War. RTS with building mechanics. It's like one game since it came out 20 years ago. Nice. Now, what is this? Oh, Hades! That's finally dragging him out. Bye, have a great day. Bye, Admiral! See you later, my dude! Have a good one, Admiral! Like, season passes are fine when you get free stuff, but if the only way to get something is the season pass and if you miss it, you'll never get it again, that's not cool, because then you have to play. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. You should also check out Detroit Become Human. Choice-based point and click. It's similar to the Tale Walking Dead games. I haven't played those. My brother has Detroit Become Human. So that one I already have access to. I do have that game as well, just didn't really get into it. Yeah, I'd have to see. There's a lot of stuff, like I know Inscription has been brought up multiple times by multiple people. And I know my brother has it.
No! I said off with their heads. See how their heads are still on? That is precisely what I did not want.
I did not see you doing any better.
That is it. I hereby declare you an enemy of la revolution.
No! I hereby declare you an enemy of la revolution.
Fucking Dave gets really emotional, does it? Speaking of battle passes, it's a new season in My Hero Ultra Rumble and there's an event going on. It's a really fun game to jump in as a casual player and I think you might like it as well. You play as a hero or villain and fight people or save civilians. It's totally free. Huh. If you like The Walking Dead, you'll probably like it. Well, I don't watch TV, so I'm not familiar with it.
Grom.
So, take it you're the engineer?
Aye, that's right I am, you trespassing tuft of tangled fur. This is my engine room, and I won't have you mucking about.
Hate to break it to you, pal, but you're more outmatched than a blobfish at a beauty contest. This is our engine room now.
You cannot take it from me. You do not have the power.
Oh yeah, this is an interesting one. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Just for this one in particular. Alright, 1 second here, guys. I'm actually doing something real fast. Yeah, I beg your pardon, everybody. I appreciate everyone's patience. Alright, I was quick making an event for the Discord watch party for the Titanfall 2 sub 90 run that I got, because I got word from Breezy. I heard from him, so we made arrangements for when we're gonna do it. So I went ahead and just made it in my Discord. We're gonna be doing a watch party. Nobody else has seen it, only myself, because it was a run that I performed off script.
You do not have that power!
So...
You do not have that power!
Now this seems kind of silly, and you guys might be asking me, well, what the heck's going on here? So yeah, for those of you who are interested in being there for the Discord watch party of my Titanfall 2 sub 90 speedrun, it is going to be on Sunday at 5 p.m. local time. If you're looking in the Discord, the time zone will automatically convert appropriately to the time zone that you are in. I've got a family thing from like 11 to 3, and then after that, we will be having some fun.
You do not have that power!
Now, if you're able to play the games in my library that use a launcher, probably not. Because my brother tried to play Titanfall, through my Steam library, and he cannot play it because it requires the EA launcher, for instance. So, if he was gonna play Titanfall, he would have to get his own copy. But I said to him, it's often on sale for like $3 for the deluxe edition. So...
You cannot take it from me! You do not have the power!
I would recommend you checking out the Borderlands games as well. Only thing is that the new TOS is really, really bad. They need stuff like your IP. They basically banned modding. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, but... Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some health. Yeah, I remember this guy. This guy's unique.
Take it from me. You do not have the power.
Finishing on Sacrifice and Epic. You can actually use it because it does damage. You can make it kill you to wipe out wards and traps. Well, why would you do that? The CEO of Gearbox does the game's an ass. That's every game dev at this point. Well, at least game devs of like really big companies. Like, I don't think that really applies to everybody.
You do not have that power!
It might be just like the really big companies. I don't really think that applies to most game developers. Just the big ones that get kind of an ego and a lot of power, you know what I mean? CEO of Valve isn't an ass if I recall. Right, so it's not everybody. It's not everyone. Because he can kill you. First in here to close the negative stuff on your character. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Oh, Sabrina's gonna die. Ew, I may have to tool my deck a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he suicides after, Gonna be close. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose it, though. He's probably gonna kill me before I can heal, and I can't warp my brother in for backup. Yeah, he's gonna get me. Oh, he's not! I'm gonna live with almost double-digit health. Well then, shit. Maybe not. Did you get lucky? Maybe not. I did get lucky. It's like, it's what me and my brother call hoping for stupid or praying for stupid. Yeah, that's pretty lucky what I just did with it. That is extremely lucky. Yeah, that guy is basically just a holdout.
Pathetic dog. I do have the power!
All right. Looks like this console controls the engine. Basically, Wizard, you take the bridge, and we can steer this rig wherever you want. We'll lock it down. You get back to Quartermain.
That was so clutch. It was! Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I basically had to pray for stupid at that point. And my prayer was successful. He did stupid. Alright, well, before I go talk to Stallion, I'm gonna grab some HP. Have you ever tried to make a spam healing pet? I actually have, Sammy. But I only use it on, the decathlons. I do have one, though, on my main wizard. Because while you don't get any gear stats when you do the decathlons, you do get any pet may or will cast characteristics. You are able to use those. You just don't get any item cards they might give you, or any of the resistance or damage boosting, but you do get their healing traits. Survive precarious situations. Yeah, and that's what happened during the decathlons, is because I was... I'm just kind of going somewhere random. But yeah, they've saved my booty in the decathlons when I'm trying to get the hamsters. I did actually manage to collect all 7 of them, and I am very happy about that. Because I want to make triple doubles out of all of them, because I think that's fun. My first priority is Storm, so that in case I do that Storm run, then I have a good start. But I'm gonna have to make several pets for Storm. Yeah, one's gonna have to be straight accuracy, because I want to see if I can get Catch of the Day, because that's gonna be a really big Archmastery spell early on. And then whatever else is good that I can grab.
Aha! Engineering is under our control. While you were gone, we did some scouting.
And we think that room there is the weapons wing. There's something weird about this thing. It's not just armed with cannons.
Indeed. I sense a great magic here. Its source must be found and dragged into the cold light of day.
Quiet. You two joined the wizard in taking that wing. The Shadow and I will try to gain access to the bridge.
One time, me and my sister Savannah and our friends were talking on Krampus. We all got hit hard by raging bulls. She healed me with Pixie, but everyone was on the verge of death or actually dead. She was gonna use Rebirth. But the minion hit Tempest with killing her. So we wouldn't have gotten the Rebirth, except my pet used Unicorn before it was her turn. So she got the Rebirth to heal. Yeah, pet heals are crazy. I don't have any on Sabrina because she doesn't need them. She can do her own healing.
Ah, a wizard, a crane, and a purple chicken. I knew this day would come.
Really?
Indeed, it was in my horoscope. This exact moment was written in the stars.
What a weird thing for the stars to write about.
Not so, friend. Stars are often known for their meandering prose and excessive and arbitrary detail, often at the expense of key story points, such as how thou art destined to lose this duel.
Oh yeah, I gotta get the tower shields out of my deck. That was temporary for that fight exclusively. I gotta go, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, Sammy! Hopefully you have a good rest of your day too, my friend.
Indeed. It would seem the treacherous stars did not reveal my full destiny. I just assumed I would win. For I am a master duelist.
An adept duelist, I would say, were I of a generous disposition. Alas, I am not. Come, friends. This contraption's mysteries yet await us.
Hey, it's some monkeys!
Conquistadors! The Magi in charge of these weapons!
Uh-huh. What do? Conquer the cannons?
We manipulate the fields of magic, keep them contained and in control, synced to the cannons and fighters. Normally, we'd be too busy syncing to take anybody down, but I think we can make time to monkey around!
Yeah, we can probably go for it.
That was anticlimactic. Hopefully the next fight is better. What is this? I've never seen a weapon system like this.
Because it never used to exist. This is no simple cannon that goes boom boom, nor a tiny figurehead that summons a kraken. This is magic. Harnessed from the wielder and amplified through the Doom Moon. This is true Valencian ingenuity.
But what does it do?
It makes spells big. No more tiny fire cat. Now, a single fire cat can melt worlds. I would show you, but you are unworthy of such destruction. Your end will be petty, small, and immediate.
I gotta get those things out of my deck. Keep forgetting. Quench? Jeez. I'll get him. And then we will be on to the final boss of this run. Of course, the one guy lives by an inch. That's fine. Alright. Let's finish him off.
And that's why they call me the Bantam. Ha ha!
I believe you have misspelled your own name, my friend.
I know, I was just... Forget it. Dasein would have gotten it. Ha! Looks like these controls aren't too complicated. Just the way I like them. Weapons are locked down. Head back to Quartermain, Wizard. You all take the bridge and this ship is ours.
Oh, yeah. Let me actually see where we're at as soon as we're done. I think we might actually have one more thing to do, but we are very close, though, to the final boss.
Good news, the wizard. I have bypassed security on the bridge. Now, what say the three of us go show whoever is commanding this rig what for?
Let's go.
Yep, we're here. Final boss. The final boss of the entire run. This is the end of Sabrina's journey.
You will go no further. We are the Magus pilots, the arcane core of this battle station, the greatest magical minds the Spiral...
You have abandonment issues. You are questioning the ethics of your order. You think you're too short. And you're... just sadistic.
I feel seen. That's all I ever wanted. How about you guys? Come on, let's go get real help with our issues instead of blowing up worlds.
Well done, the Shadow. Now, let's...
Guys, targeting systems are picking up incoming ships. A lot of them. Guess the Spiral had a backup plan for dealing with Novus.
He's right. I can sense them. We have entire fleets heading our way. How are we supposed to fight that?
We won't. The wizard shall. With this station.
One person can't control this whole rig.
They won't have to. Ha! According to these consoles I just skimmed, there are Magus Magnifighters that can channel the Doom Moon's power. Pilot such a ship, the wizard, and the Doom Moon will enhance your own spells. Only you can do it. Only you have the mystical prowess. Use your magic.
Oh,
Use
yeah.
this station. Fight those ships and end this conflict.
Pug! Alright, the final boss of Wizard101. At least as of this point in time. So what are we doing here?
You hooked up, Junior? Good. Engines are primed. We'll be with you all the way.
So, my deck is gonna have to be extremely tailored for this. This is actually fun. And I'll put it in chat. I already know what the cheats are. But I'll put it in chat for you guys. So you guys can see what we have to do. Because it's very, very unique. What we have to do. Basically, this is all about gambits, so playing stuff. So... basically what we're doing is we're gambitting a bunch of effects to help to get the heroes of Lemuria to help us in this fight. So this is very, very unique. Yeah, this is very, very unique. Yeah, and I'll keep balance as my primary pit for this, because I'm gonna have to reshuffle probably a lot, so... Actually, I'll keep Cthulhu on. Yeah, I'm just setting up my deck to get as many of these effects as possible. Because the more effects you can trigger, the more times you're gonna get that 6,000 moon damage cheat. So... And I may end up going and grabbing some treasure cards, because that may... Like, Scald would be really good here because of the DOT effects. I cannot get it innately, obviously, as Sabrina, but... And then HOTs would be easy, because I would just need a bunch of sprites. Yeah, I think what I'll, harmful wards on enemies, that would probably actually be a good spot for Windstorm, because then that applies it to everybody. Yeah, that I would need a treasure card for. So I'm actually gonna hop out for a minute here. I'm gonna go back to Conatus, and I'm gonna go to the Bazaar in Wizard City, and I'm going to look for a few cards that are hopefully going to make this fight go quicker. Yeah, because I've got my 2 shadows with Cthulhu, because that's one of them. There's 4 helpful charms on wizards. There's 4 harmful charms on enemies. That's going to be harder because, you know, they're constantly attacking you, so there's no point going for that one. There's 4 helpful wards, 4 harmful wards, blah, 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 and it goes down the list. So... yeah, and the more of these cheats that... and the more of these cheat gambits that you can do, the more effects you will trigger. So... that's why I want to be geared up with as many of these as possible, so that I have choices and options. Yeah, the charge-up occurs the turn before the Doom Moon laser fires, so that's why I want to be setting up as many as I can. Because I'm going to need several hits in order to kill them all, because then they all spawn an additional fleet in their place. So there's technically 8 bosses that I have to fight. Okay, so they don't have any Windstorm treasure cards available. Can we do Scald? Can we do that? Yes. I'll buy a couple of those. And I'll put fire pips on, actually, so then I can cast them more readily. Yeah, I would need a Windstorm. It's too bad he doesn't have one, though. Let's see if I can buy one. See if there's any vendors that have it. No. Okay. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I can do most of these. So how many can I trigger? Alright, I can do the blades. Actually, it would be more helpful if I just did spirit, because then, like, spirit and a normal, because then that's another card I can save. I'll actually see if my brother has any that I can borrow from him. Any Windstorm treasure cards. He does not. Okay. Okay, 4 charms. On me. I've got the wards covered. Yeah, in case they use any of those spells, I want to have spares. And I've got Shadow, I've got DOT, I could do HOT. Let's get Life, and let's go for Sprite. Yeah, I'll buy a bunch of those. Yeah, hopefully this will be enough. Yeah, I'll just get a spare. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can finish it off. I may or may not have enough cards.
And maybe we can find some way to help you from here.
I'm gonna need you guys to help me from here. Alright, let's do this. Final boss! Here we go. And some of their things. Yep. That's one.
Need some help? Your shields need reinforcements.
Yeah, and you can have multiple gambits, and their stuff can actually help me. So can actually help meet those gambit conditions. Ooh, Wobbegong Frenzy! Yeah, the bulk of the damage you're going to be doing during this fight is going to be through those Doom Moon cheats, so I would abuse the hell out of them, if you can. Yep, and that's a second set of shields. Yep, and that's our first shadow. I'm gonna see if I can let it build up a little bit more, though. Get closer to our second shadow gauge. Yeah, this is going to be difficult to solo simply because there's so many people attacking me, but I wholly believe it can be done. Oh, that's the Rainbow Serpent. That is the balance, Wallaroo spell. I'm surprised that it does storm damage, but... Wow, all the Wallaroo spells are coming out at once.
We're pleased fighting at a rhino. Need more punch.
Yeah, I may need to bring in my brother for backup for a couple of these. Yeah, I wholly believe this fight can be soloed, though. It's just gonna be really hard. But yeah, this fight is very unique. This fight is very unique. Yep, I think that means I am dead. Just about. Yeah, I'm good. So I will pull out my laptop and get my brother set up for this. So I'll have him deploy Windstorm. Actually, I'll set him up for that. Yeah, and I'll have him help out with the Shadow. I'll have Sabrina spinning for a second while I compare our decks, our deck composition, to account for these cheats. It's not even really cheats, it's just the gambit. Okay, let's get Windstorm. I'll put a couple copies in there. And then, yeah, Shadow. Got the HOTs. I've got 4 blades. I'll kind of do the same thing. Yeah, my brother can help in a couple of different ways. Yeah, DOT is gonna be the one that I may not be able to do. Yeah, I want both of them to have roughly the same deck composition. If possible, either between the main deck or the treasure deck. So that I can get a lot of these out. Yeah, because the faster I can whip them out, the better. Okay. Alright, I think we can roll with this. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, it took me and my brother a couple attempts at this, not because of the cheats, but because of, like, the coordination. We just had to coordinate what exactly we were doing. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab some health wisps, and I'm gonna go back there. And then get my brother in the dungeon as well. Alright, so I think we're gonna be good to go then. I think I've got as many of these as possible that I can trigger between these two people. Now for me, I was doing Scald when I was on my main. Because, you know, fire. Fire is the queen of DOT. So... yeah, and having them casting stuff on themselves and each other. But of course I want both of them to be able to contribute. So I'm going to be casting the effects individually, even though I think it's only cumulative. Okay. Alright, let's hop in. Alright, let's give it another crack here. And I've still got the cheats available in case I need to keep track. As I'm gonna have to keep track.
Junior. Good. Engines are primed. We'll be with you all the way.
Alright, we're both at full health, so let's go ahead.
Weapons are locked. You're good to go, Wizard. And maybe we can find some way to help you from here.
Alright, so what's in their hand? I'm talking about both of these guys. Yeah, gonna keep us together.
That's how you adventure!
Need some help? Your shields need reinforcements.
Yeah, let's try this.
That's how you adventure! We're pleased by to get a rhino. Need more punch.
Yeah, and every time you hear the individual lines going off, that's another charge up that's happening. Oh. This must be Life Swallower spell. I've never actually seen it. That's pretty cool. Yep. And that fires it off. Okay, so it is individualized. Okay, that's gonna slightly change how I do this, but not by much. Well, that's a free HOT.
Reports from all decks.
Yeah.
What's this button do?
What the heck? Sandy, you are pog right now, dude. Yeah, I gotta get the shadow played. Alright, so now we can do shadow. So I can get the shadows cheat. So I just got a message that I need to... Okay. Pardon the interruption, chat.
I sense fear on those ships. Keep going.
Yep, and that's shadow. Dang, Sandy! You are just pulling today.
Oh, what's this button do?
Alright, and that's the other 3 out. So now we're gonna get the last 3 ships to spawn because of what we just did, so... There are only 8 ships total, so this is the last group. We just have to get through this last bit. Yeah, see if I can start this next one. And you can do these any number of times, like any of these Doom Moon cheats. Like, you can even activate the same one every time if you want, but you definitely want to spread out. So that you can get as many of them activated as possible.
Let's polarize the hole with bronze.
The machines have identified weak points.
Yeah, this fight is very, very fun. I enjoyed it. My brother and I were trying to figure this out live, like going in blind, and we were like, what are we doing? But then we looked and it's like, oh, this is actually really unique. We both enjoyed it, I think. Anyway. Yeah, we were trying to just power through it the old-fashioned way. But nah. Nah, you gotta do it differently. Yep. It's another 6K. And it's 6K every time. They don't count shields. So. Are they all out? There's only two. Nice, there's only...
Reports from all decks.
Oh! Yep, there's no one. Now this is kind of silly putting a death blade for that, but that just gets the cheat to activate, so we are done. And we are done. That is our final boss of Wallaroo. Technically fought on Novus, but yeah, we just have a few talking quests to do, couple, and then we're done. Then we are officially done with Sabrina's journey, rounding out this epic campaign that we have been on with her.
Oh, what's the hammer reports from all decks?
Yeah, there's all the cheats still activating.
The Wizard. Now dock your ship and disengage.
Oh yeah, and you can like talk to them and you can get the stuff there, so. Alright, my friends, well that...
Wizard, are you okay?
Yep, well I do not need my brother's account anymore because this is just talking at this point.
Of course they're okay. They're victorious! What a show! What a battle! One for the ages, I think.
Just gonna go ahead and shut down my laptop.
Probably ought to start taking this thing apart now, though.
Yeah.
Indeed, the Shadow. The Wizard, we'll handle that. Take the rocket back to Conatus.
The plot has been foiled. Yep, as soon as we finish off these last talking quests and confirm that we are done with Wallaroo's run, we will end the stream there. And there's no progress check to do because we're done. We've done a progress check at every other point, but as of now, as of the end of the stream, nothing.
You wretched, misbegotten child! We just had that fleet recalled, and you blew it up!
And it accomplished nothing. Our troops all parachuted to safety. As soon as they recover, they will still overrun Novus.
No, I don't think they will.
Wizard! No, wait! I know that voice. It's you! Design!
I am Novus. I am all its structures and creatures. I've retreated from your skies, but this sky is mine. It is me. If you choose to invade, I will turn the ground beneath you to lava, or swarm you with orcs. So, given that, let us talk terms.
Put them in their place, Design.
Your people are welcome to remain. I would like to learn from them and live amongst them. You five, however, are banished.
Like rot we are. You don't seem to understand how power in the spiral works. It isn't magic. It's ownership. And you belong to us.
Is that so, Lord Rottingham? The Free Republic of Polari might have some opinions about that. About all of you, in fact.
Citizen Red Rosa! You're here! And this Princess Pesca, King Gottes of Monquista, and is that Queen Vicrogia? Well, you'll be pleased.
You all have caused
chaos, started a war, and tried to destroy the world you were meant to settle. Pleased? Huh.
We are not amused. Thus, we have decided that you will all be replaced as governors and will each return home to roles more suited to your limited skill sets.
No! Not the royal plumber again! The pipes are filled with turtles.
Well, I am pleased they are departing. I don't know that I want any more of your officials here.
Très understandable. Design, oui? We understand the nature of corruption. I am certain we can find a way to coexist.
Perhaps. But first, Wizard, let us talk with our other guest.
Bitch.
Wizard, like I said, we had agents in every court. Looks like the Cabal can do some good after all, huh?
Indeed it can, Judge.
Huh. Not getting less weird.
I have seen much of your group, in person and through the eyes of the Old One. I think it time we give you a new purpose and resolve your former schism.
You mean the summit, where all this started? The Old One's peace with the Arcanum? Do you think they'd ever go for it?
I hope they will, if the Wizard asks them. Go, please, Wizard. Gather the Arcanum scholars here. I will make the preparations.
Ooh.
Wizard, you have returned from Wallaroo unharmed. I'm both surprised and pleased. Scholar Von Trapp was just explaining to me how musicology is indeed a real school of magic and not merely his fabrication. What did you need? I see. Dasein wants to host another summit between Arcanum and Cabal. I am unsure. The last one did not end in peace.
Yeah, but that was because of an unrelated event. The Cabal was true to its word. Apart from outliers like Manticore, the Old One was a complicated fellow. And he may not have wanted peace for the right reasons. But peace is still the right answer, no?
It would be preferable to not constantly worry about Cabal infiltration. Very well, Wizard, return to Novus. We will give this piece a chance.
Cool! Alright, let's get everybody back there.
Wizard! Do you like my new form?
Oh my god, he looks like a
Appropriate
hippie.
to the occasion. I have created the perfect setting as well, through the new ley line. But I wanted to speak to you before the summit. Prior to meeting you, I was alone. Lonely, though unaware of what loneliness even was. You gave me everything. Were patient with me as I learned. You found me when I was lost, and protected me when I was afraid.
Involuntarily, but yeah.
You are a true friend. Like me, you are an outsider to this spiral, and you helped me find a place and a purpose within it. Thank you for all you have done.
Thanks.
I hope you will visit Novus again, though I know new worlds and adventures await you.
Yep,
now come.
they sure do.
One last favor. Help me fix my first mistake.
Ooh, snap. Ooh, snap! We are at the end of the 4th story arc of the game here.
Wizard, I hear your trip to my homeland was eventful. Yes, much like Novus, Wallaroo is a world of contradictions. I can only hope that both of them will find success in negotiating their differences.
So you're saying the existential void that trapped us in non-existence is actually not so bad?
I've rendered my verdict.
But it was scary down there.
Is it scary here? We've all made mistakes. All done things we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Difference is we should have known better. He didn't.
And now you say he does. I don't know. I guess time will tell.
Guess it will.
Yeah, we got everybody hanging out here.
Scholars, Kabbalists, heroes, wizard, thank you all for joining me. The last time a summit like this was attempted, it was ruined. That was my fault. But today, I hope I can put it right. Today, I hope we can all stop looking back to what we were. The first world is gone. The nothing is gone. Ephemeral vapors scattered amongst countless yesterdays. Tomorrow isn't built of vapor. It is not mortared by memory. It is made from us. Each of us is a brick in the world we wish to build. Only together can we determine its shape.
I feel you are right. The Arcanum cannot be merely a hoard of precious knowledge. The wizard has, for a long time now, shown us our knowledge must be applied to be useful.
It does, yeah.
Applied the right way. Not chasing after ghosts, but guiding those who are still here.
Then let the schism be mended. Together you can complete great feats, accomplish the impossible, and build a spiral where everyone can be heroes.
Agreed. Wizard, one last task. Unlock the world door to the Arcanum. Show the Cabal to the Tree of Knowledge.
All right. We'll take the hike there.
They don't seem eager to follow you, your new Cabal friends. After generations of conflict, trepidation should be expected.
Yeah.
Look back to Wallaroo to see that firsthand. Malice does not die quickly. It lingers there even now. Your companions can't fight it alone. I am heartened you and Dasein learned all you needed there, as I knew you would. The story ended where it began. Your story is far from over. You'll explore new worlds, reunite with old friends, and fight new villains. The Spiral will always need its scion.
And that is it. That is the official end of the main quest line in Wizard101. That quote right there from Sybil and the Arcanum. We are done. There is no progress check to be done. Nothing of the sort. The only thing that's left is some like side questing dungeons or whatever, but maybe we'll come back someday for a dungeon party. But for now, for all intensive purposes, Sabrina, Eldritch, Scythe, our Necromancer, you are retired from active service. You are officially retired. This is where the story ends, everybody. I am gonna hop out and go grab some lunch, and then I'm gonna be helping my sister with the kiddos later today. She needs some help with some babysitting while she takes one of her kids out to a dance recital later today. I've got a couple things I'd like to take care of before I do that. So, until next time, everybody, Fog, yes indeed has. This is officially where Sabrina's active journey ends. Until they add a new world or they add other stuff. Yeah, there's some dungeons we can do, but we'll come back to those at a later date. That'll kind of be maybe a random stream or something like that. Like this Defeat Trash in the Drains is the start of a series of a quest line in an area called the Catacombs, which is an area where we can get some nice gear, potentially. But I would like to play that through with my brother first, before I do it on stream with you guys, and same with Hades, the Unseen in Tartarus. That's another Aquila dungeon that we can do as well. And then there's the 5 boxes event that we can do when that comes around. There's all the other final dungeons. Maybe we'll do a final dungeon blitz someday, where we see how far Sabrina can get without getting killed on her own. So that might be something fun we could do. There's a bunch of stuff we can do, potentially, but... Alright, everyone. Well, until... Actually, I'm not going to be live tomorrow, probably, because I'm going to be in a training session with one of the other Titanfall 2 speedrunners. He's going to help me iron out my issues with Trial by Fire. Because that fight is a particular struggle. Even though I've broken sub 90, you know, that doesn't mean the grind is going to stop. The grind never stops, obviously. So I would still love to learn the optimization for that fight to try and make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, I will be having a Discord watch party on Sunday afternoon. For anyone out there who is in my Discord, we will be showcasing my sub 90 Titanfall speedrun. I'll be doing a Discord watch party. I will be recording it because I would like to use it as a director's cut for when I make the sub 90 reflection video. I will see you guys on Sunday.